Hello. In this video, we are going to learn about the French Revolution. Imagine a time when kings and queens ruled countries, and not everyone was treated fairly. That's the world of France in the late 1700s. The French Revolution was like a big, noisy, and sometimes messy party, where the people of France said, "We want things to be fairer." Here's how it happened. Imagine there's a kingdom with a king and queen. But not everyone is happy. The king and queen, and their fancy friends, have all the power and money, while regular people have to work hard, and pay lots of taxes. The regular people start thinking, this isn't fair. Why should we pay all the taxes while the rich folks don't have to? The big meeting. So, they decide to have a big meeting, called the Estates General. It's like inviting all the important people in the kingdom, to talk about problems. But things don't go as planned. The regular people, who are called the Third Estate, feel like they're not being heard. They decide to do something about it. Storming the castle. One summer day, a group of angry people storms a big prison, called the Bastille. This is like a big signal, that they're really upset with the king and queen. It's kind of like when you're playing a game, and suddenly everyone decides they want to change the rules, because they're not fair. New rules. The people write down new rules, called the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. These rules say that everyone should be treated equally, no matter if they're rich or poor. It's like making a big promise that from now on, things will be fair for everyone. Trouble brewing again. But change is hard, and not everyone likes it. Some people get scared, and there's fighting and arguing. This is called the Reign of Terror. And it's a scary time. It's like when you're playing a game, and someone starts breaking the rules, and everyone gets upset. A new leader. Eventually, a smart and brave soldier, named Napoleon comes along. He becomes a leader, and helps bring some order back to the kingdom. Napoleon is like a hero in the story. He helps end the fighting, and makes new rules to keep things fair. The end. The French Revolution changes France forever. The king and queen lose their power, and a new government is born. It's like turning a new page in a book, and starting a new chapter. So, the French Revolution is like a big adventure story, with lots of twists and turns. It's about people standing up for what they believe in, and trying to make the world a fairer place for everyone. The French Revolution was a monumental period of political, social, and economic upheaval in France that lasted from 1789 to 1799. It profoundly transformed France, and had far-reaching effects that reverberated across Europe and the world. Here's a detailed overview. Social structure. France in the 18th century was characterized by a rigid social structure, consisting of three estates: the clergy, or First Estate, the nobility, or Second Estate, and the commoners, or Third Estate, which comprised the vast majority of the population. Economic troubles. The French monarchy faced severe financial problems due to extravagant spending, costly wars, such as the 7 Years' War, and support for the American Revolution, and inefficient taxation. Intellectual enlightenment. Enlightenment ideas, emphasizing reason, liberty, and equality, gained prominence among intellectuals and the educated elite. Philosophers, like Voltaire, Rousseau, and Montesquieu, critiqued the monarchy and called for political reform. Causes of the revolution. Financial crisis. The monarchy's inability to address the financial crisis led to increased taxation, worsening the plight of the common people. Social injustice. The First and Second Estates enjoyed privileges and exemptions from taxation, while the burden fell disproportionately on the Third Estate. Political absolutism. King Louis XVI's absolutist rule, combined with a dysfunctional feudal system, stifled political representation and reform. Inspiration from American Revolution. The success of the American Revolution inspired French intellectuals and fueled demands for political change. Key events. Estates General, 1789. In May 1789, Louis XVI convened the Estates General, an assembly representing the three estates, to address the financial crisis. Disagreements over voting procedures led the Third Estate to declare itself the National Assembly, signaling the beginning of the Revolution. Storming of the Bastille, July 1789. On July 14, 1789, Parisian revolutionaries stormed the Bastille, a symbol of royal tyranny, sparking widespread revolt, and symbolizing the people's rejection of monarchical authority. Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, August 1789. The National Assembly adopted this seminal document, proclaiming liberty, equality, and fraternity as the foundation of French government and society. Reign of Terror, 1793 to 1794. The radical phase of the Revolution, led by figures like Maximilien Robespierre, saw mass executions of perceived enemies of the revolution, including nobles and counter-revolutionaries, in the name of protecting the gains of the revolution. Execution of Louis XVI, January 1793. The king's execution marked a decisive break with the monarchy, and symbolized the triumph of republicanism. Napoleonic era, 1799 to 1815. The revolution culminated in the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, who seized power in a coup d'état in 1799, and established himself as emperor in 1804. Napoleon's rule spread the revolutionary ideals across Europe, through conquest, and established many legal and administrative reforms. Consequences. End of monarchy. The revolution abolished the monarchy and established the First French Republic, marking the end of centuries of feudal rule. Spread of revolutionary ideas. The revolution inspired movements for democracy, nationalism, and social justice across Europe and the world. Political instability. The revolutionary period was marked by political turmoil, factionalism, and violence, including the Reign of Terror. Legacy. Despite its initial ideals of liberty and equality, the revolution also had its share of contradictions and shortcomings, including the failure to address issues of race, gender, and socio-economic inequality comprehensively. The French Revolution remains a pivotal moment in world history, shaping the modern concepts of citizenship, democracy, and human rights.